Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today.
Hey everyone, checking back in on VRX, daily, weekly, shorter term time frames. So the bears are still in absolute full control of this chart. There is very little sign of the bulls, and we can see since this pullback started, since the top back here on August 24th, we have seen bullish reversal candlesticks confirmed only twice, and both times they were weak. Here's the first one with a long upper wick after a gap up and very little follow through, and then the second one on very low volume, decreasing bullish volume, didn't even break the high of the previous candlestick, and then further downside. So there has been no doubt about the trend over the past 6+ weeks, and anybody getting in bullish trying to catch, it's not a falling knife per se, it's not an all-out dump, but the fact that we are very clearly setting lower highs and lower lows, there have been no signal for the bull to enter here on the daily time frame. And I was looking for a potential bullish entry at the 10-week middle Bollinger Band moving average support on the weekly here, and we got a nice bullish reversal candlestick back at the end of September, but we didn't follow through at all. We lost all weekly moving average supports, back tested and rejected from the middle Bollinger Band, and we are still pulling back. We have not seen a clear, strong green week in just about 2 months. So what we're going to need to see for the bulls to turn things around, and keep in mind we have filled this gap now at 2270. I pointed that out in the last video I did. That was a target, and we have now filled that gap. Look at this big bullish reversal hammer on Thursday. Nice sign for the bulls. No confirmation, no follow through. So step number one is turning the 10-day moving average into support. But we have turned that into support a couple times on this downtrend, so that alone isn't going to be enough signal. Once the middle Bollinger Band becomes support, then I'll start paying attention on the daily time frame for VRX. And will I miss some of the move? Yeah, I'll miss maybe 2-3% of the move to the upside. But if you're trying to time the bottom of this pullback at any point so far, you are not seeing any gains to the upside unless it's just for a day trade. As even swing trading just overnight, very little follow through for the bulls. So on the weekly time frame, a must hold level is 2068, and that's because that's the higher low pattern to maintain if that level were to form. If we form a higher low on this pullback at any point above 2068, this higher low pattern on the weekly will remain intact. So we're still fairly considerably above that level, almost 5 to 8%. So there it is back down here on the daily at 2068. And we are still approaching there. We closed at the low of the day on Friday, which means we're likely going to test the low of Thursday, 2184, next week. So I'll be watching for the potential of a turnaround, but again, I'm not going to be playing VRX bullish until the middle Bollinger Band on the daily time frame is support, and the bulls prove to me that they can see more than just 1 or 2 days of green to the upside. So let's look at the hourly chart, and the 10-day, this is the 10-day hourly chart. We haven't even touched the 100-period moving average resistance in that 10 days, and really it's been 14 days since we've last touched this level. I can't remember the last time I've seen such a steady downtrend. 14 days in a row, no touch of the 100-period moving average resistance on the hourly. It's currently 2308, but all you have to do is zoom out here and just see how very clear this downtrend is. There was one day where it looked like the bulls might turn things around back here on September 23rd, but then the day following it was a huge dump day with the bears absolutely smashing that bull move to the upside. So you can see these huge dump days on huge red bear volume and just no sign of the bulls on this hourly time frame. We also have to keep in mind with the election and these tweets that are happening with the Democrats. We've seen Hillary put out a tweet and absolutely crushed the biotech sector over a 2-day period. On this most recent Friday, we saw Bernie Sanders put out a tweet, and that crushed ARIA, and it went from something like 1270 down to low 11s in 30 minutes. So the biotech sector is in the crosshairs of the Democrats, and one tweet about VRX, and we can see a significant multiple percent drop to the downside within an hour. So that's a very important factor that we need to be aware of, and stop losses need to be in place to prevent that from happening, because we've seen it happen a few times now in this election season where a tweet has completely destroyed the bulls in the short-term time frame. So we'll see. I'm keeping an eye on VRX, but really at this point it's on the back burner because the bulls haven't been able to do anything. Bearish, absolutely. The bears have had great success over the past 6 weeks, and anybody who has been bearish has been very happy with how VRX has been trading. So the bears are still in full control. I'll keep checking back in each weekend to see if things turn around, but as of right now, still looking for a bullish reversal candlestick and confirmation on the daily and on the weekly time frame to get some of that bullish confidence back. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for all the likes and the shares. See you soon.